Greetings, Western Heights family. It's Friday. It's time for another Minister's Moment. Maybe right now you could use a little bit of a break because you are on a honey-do list or you're in a project, you're elbows deep in a project. That seems to be the new normal right now. With people staying at home, whether it's because they have to or because they're choosing to, they're looking around their home and thinking, hey, I could upgrade that. I could fix this over here. Man, I've been putting off this project for so long. It's time to get the paintbrushes out. We're going to paint this room. We're going to remodel this bathroom or whatever it is. We have a lot of projects going on, and that's well and good. In fact, it's kind of, I enjoy those types of projects. This week, I was able to do one of those projects that I don't necessarily enjoy, though, because it wasn't one of my choosing. See, it was a have to. The have to was I noticed that we had a leak somewhere on the water coming into our house. I was really hoping that it was on the city side, but of course it wasn't. So I see where the water is, hopefully like where I believe it's coming from, and so I dig down there, and yes, that I find the issue. A couple friends from church come over and they help me. By help me, I mean they pretty much did the work, but we fixed the problem. What it was is there was a little previous break, and so there was a little PVC coupler on there that fixed it, and it just had worn out. So we replaced this, and all's well. Got me thinking, though. There's a lot of things that I kind of question, and how long has this leak been there? I mean, this leak could have been there for years, and just so small and not a big deal. It wasn't until it really started getting bigger, and this leak got enough that it started bubbling over and the evidence of it was seen. This is true in our lives. See, so many of us are dealing with things that are under the surface. We are dealing with things that we're struggling with, or we are at our wits' end, but we're keeping the lid on it. And we're acting to the rest of the world like everything is fine. Someone calls you from church and you're using, it's fine. It's all fine. Which is like our normal answer for a lot of things. Hey, how you doing? I'm fine. And in all reality, we're not. We have something bubbling up underneath it within us, and it's just waiting for the opportunity. See, as I was digging the hole heading towards this pipe that needed mended, it was a small leak. Well, as I cleaned the dirt off around this pipe and I ended up hitting it and readjusting it ever so slightly, all of a sudden what was a small leak before became a very big leak. And within a matter of moments, it was filling up, and we had a river going down our sidewalk, going down the road. And I was thinking, hey, this is the opportunity. Preacher's going to baptize the whole neighborhood. But that's how it works with us, is that sometimes that seemingly small thing builds up so much that it can't be contained. And sometimes it just spews out, and usually it's not good. And quite often the ones who are hurt the most from these types of things are the ones closest, dearest, our loved ones. The ones that are stuck in the same home with us. So we can have a tendency with the stuff going on within us to say, hey, let's just find the issue and go fix it. Put a Band-Aid on it. Go put a PVC coupler on it. Whatever it needs to happen within me to just Band-Aid this thing and fix it. But see, that will only go for so long because those types of things don't last forever. David understood this. David is, whenever he is confronted with the sin of his affair with Bathsheba, he then writes a beautiful psalm called Psalm 51. In Psalm 51, and he starts off by saying, have mercy on me, O God, because of your unfailing love, because of your great compassion, blot out the stain of my sins. But I really like where he goes in verse 10, and you know this verse. It says, create in me a clean heart, O God, renew a loyal spirit within me. David is not simply asking, hey, can I get a little upgrade? Can you just find the leaky spot and just fix it, tighten up the nuts that have gotten loose, whatever it is? Can you just kind of Band-Aid this? Because I think what I have is all right. Now what he says is, look, underneath this, I'm a mess. And the only way that we can be what you've desired is if you created me a clean heart. You change out the whole system. You don't just put a quick Band-Aid on it. You fix it completely by giving me something new. David understood that the things that boil up under our surface, if we just put Band-Aids on it, they're going to keep on festering. We need something new. And the great news is we serve a God that loves to answer these kinds of prayers. We serve a God that answers the prayer saying, hey, create in me a clean heart, God. And he says, let's do this. So I don't know necessarily what it is that might be bubbling up under your surface, the thing that might be you struggling with right now, but I want to encourage you. Give it to God. Let him know. He already knows what it is, but pour your heart out before God and say, create in me a clean heart. I think you'll be blessed if you do. I hope you have a great Friday. We sure do miss seeing everyone. Have a great day.